Hey, thanks for tuning in. In this video, we're going to talk about what does worship mean? In the Hebrew Bible, in English translations of it, there are repeated references to the act of worshiping. This is typically the Hebrew word shachah. But what does shachah mean? Does it just mean to generally give reverence to or honor to? It actually has a specific meaning that we can see demonstrated in the text itself. For example, let's look at a literal translation of Genesis 24:52. And it was, as which servant of Abraham heard their words, and he worshipped himself toward land, to Yahuwah. So this may seem kind of odd because we see this worshipped himself, but that is actually the form that is being used of the Hebrew word. If we translate it according to its more literal meaning, this will begin to make more sense. This could look like, and it was, as which servant of Abraham heard their words, and he prostrated himself toward land, to Yahuwah. The word shachah actually refers to the act of bowing down, of prostrating. So a person is bowing down or prostrating themselves in that act of worship. That is actually the literal thing that is going on whenever it says in the English that they worshiped. This is not exclusively used in reference to worshiping Elohim either, as we can see in Genesis 42:6. And Joseph, he was the power over the land. He was the one causing to bargain to all people of the land. And brothers of Joseph came, and they prostrated themselves to him, noses toward land. Most English translations are not going to translate this as worship, but it is the same Hebrew word that is being used in reference to worshiping Elohim, except here we see it in reference to a man. They are bowing themselves down, noses to the ground, in reverence. They are bowing themselves down. This is the literal meaning of the word which is translated as worship. And finally, we also see this in Numbers 22:31. And he saw a worker of Yahuwah being stationed in way, and his sword being drawn in his hand. And he bowed, and he prostrated himself to his noses. What does the word used for worship literally mean in the Hebrew? It literally means to bow down and to prostrate. This is what is going on whenever it says that they were worshiping. This is the literal way of worshiping. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out some of my other videos about other Torah issues, and be sure that you stay in touch so we can continue this discussion. Thanks for watching. Remember the commands. Shalom.